Hey guys, Shannon Boyle here with Wellstone Studio, although I am currently broadcasting live from a parking garage outside the hospital I was just in. And I am so filled with gratitude that I had to say something. I couldn't not. And I wanted to share with all you guys because I know that by no means am I alone in the struggles I face in terms of my health. I I'm very full today, full of good, but I was diagnosed with lupus in 2007. And at the time I was living in Cleveland. I was having a tremendous amount of pain in my muscles and my joints, extremely tired, and was told I had lupus. And on the other side of that diagnosis was also a pretty dire prediction of what life was going to look like for me. It involved a lot of pain, a lot of fatigue, the possibility, and really it was presented to me as a probability that in not too many years I would have to go on disability because I just wouldn't be able to do the things that, people try and do every day, like go to work. And along with that, there was always just this hyper alert concern to which one of my organs was going to fail first. The general prediction had been my kidneys, then my lungs, and my heart. And I was basically told there wasn't much I could do about it. They told me do the things that they always tell people to do. Eat well, exercise, make sure you're getting enough sleep, keep your stress level down. So I did all that, and it did make a difference. And yet the conversation around my future didn't get any brighter. It really didn't. And I don't know, I got curious because I was doing the things that the doctor told me to do. I was exercising, and I got to the point where after 2 years, I completed Couch to 5K for the first time, and that's an 8-week program. So I worked in really small increments and eventually got to be able to run 3 miles. And I remember going into my doctor's in Cleveland and being told that even though I felt really good while I was doing it, I had no complications whatsoever after the fact, and nothing surprised that would happen either. I probably shouldn't be running 3 miles because somehow doing that was going to damage my kidneys. And, in talking with the doctor further, like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, how can I do this thing that has, like, helped me in so many ways, and it's somehow dangerous for me? And what he told me is that I was the only person in his entire practice who was doing what I was doing. I was the only person in the group practice, where there's a bunch of doctors all in one place. I was the only one in that group practice who was regularly running because I could. I was lifting weights because I could. I was an anomaly. What I was doing did not exist. And that it made me so sad. And when I thought about doing more, when I thought about, maybe if I can run 3 miles, I can run 6. I could do 10K. Doctor said, no, you're going to hurt yourself. And I accepted that for a while. It hurt. Oh my God, did it hurt, because I really, I was rocking my running at that time. I really was. And I believed him. He was talking about putting me on immunosuppressants, which are life-altering. I suppose in a good way, but also in, it's very hard to take immunosuppressants from what I know. And I decided, after bowing to, being told that I couldn't do it, I got curious. I didn't get reckless. I got curious. And I would go out on my 3-mile run and I would ask myself, can I do this for 5 more minutes? Do I want to do this for 5 more minutes? What if it was 10? And in 3 months, I completed a 10K at that time. And what was super neat is that when I went in to see the doctor after that, to check and make sure that I didn't injure myself, actually what happened is everything that I had been doing cut my disease activity in half. And I couldn't even believe it. I really couldn't. And I have seen over and over again that the little things that I do for myself are actually huge. And instead of going into the doctor today and talking about the possibility of immunosuppressants or, the random ways that bad things could happen to me, what we talked about was the pretty consistent progression that I've had in the last 3 years towards really being very well. My disease activity was down last year. He said that I was in remission, which I didn't even know that existed until I moved to Colorado. It was never talked about in Cleveland that could even be a thing. And what remission means is that it's not likely that I'm going to lose organs to lupus. And that's a big worry to let go of. And beyond that, we reviewed my symptoms from last year, and one of the things that's so painful for me is something called Raynaud's syndrome. And it's something that happens to my hands when they get really cold. My fingers turn white. So if you imagine putting your fingers in ice water until they turned white all the way down to the palm of your hand, that's what was happening for me for many years in the cold. And it was so good today to be like, I've really had to rack my brain. Did that happen this last winter? And it didn't. It's the first winter in forever that I haven't even had a hint of it. So I want to encourage everyone with whatever you're struggling with. Get curious with the information coming in and really check in with how you feel and what you know to be true about what's working for you. And I don't mean get reckless. That's not what I'm saying. Get curious and be an advocate for yourself. Really, it makes amazing things possible. It really does. Curiosity is an absolute superpower. So use it. And, be grateful and recognize when you step in to that leadership role in your life and take charge, take responsibility, take ownership, whatever you want to call it, to say, this life is mine. And I'm going to do whatever I can to live the biggest, longest, most fulfilling life that I can, because I only got one. So I wish you guys very well today, and thank you for accepting my gratitude. And if you are facing a challenge right now and you want to get curious, reach out. You know, curiosity is supported by other people. It really is. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.